Hi, it's Dominic for Paphos Live. Continuing my walk through Old Town, and I start this trip in the car park by Kennedy Square, looking up at another of the murals. That one's an amazing mural, but it's probably not noticed by a lot of people because of its location. I plan on flying the drone from this little grassy area here later on, just so I can get a decent look at that mural, so that'll be nice. Right, I'm going to walk down to Kennedy Square first of all, and after that I'm not sure where I'm going. There's the old power station through there. So now I can get a better view of the mural here. There you go. That's where we had to come for our COVID jabs back in the day. It's amazing how soon you forget about all that sort of stuff, isn't it? So those days are consigned to history now. Across here, have a daylight look at the Christmas tree. Obviously it looks better at night, but you've seen that already. On those rare occasions there's actually a zebra crossing here. It's a lovely tree this year. And thankfully it stopped raining again. Had a bit of a storm over the last couple of days. Right, let's have a little pan round. They're still working on the decorations, they're spraying the pillars. Macarius Avenue, Archbishop Macarius III Avenue, I think was his full title. Taxi. Right, down here was where one of the main squares for street art was. It has since been turned into a playground when they've been tarting up the area, so we can't really fault them for that. Now, at night, when this is the lights inside are working properly, this looks really lovely. It's this weird blue-purple glow. I came down at Christmas time and I don't think the lights are on properly. But, I won't go into the little park because there's quite a few kids there at the moment. You have to excuse my shadow, but that's the way we're walking. Now, if I continue down this road, I'll get to the road that was the boundary of the last film. So I'm going to go right here briefly instead, and then left. These aren't going right, it's for yet another mural. Oh, not that one, it's the next one along. You'd think I'd know by now, wouldn't you? Some of these shops are still waiting to be taken over again. Well, we'll look up here. Someone else got a fan of one of my favourite murals. But this one is a lovely one. I can't remember what it's called, but I emailed the artist. Didn't get a response, unfortunately. But very nice. There's a bicycle shop here. Noi. This condensed milk. Now up here, there used to be a lot of murals, but the buildings have been knocked down since. See, there was one. There used to be a lovely one here. They don't last forever, so I always say it's good to have a look at them while you can. Yes, us? Right, we're going back the way we came now, because on our right just takes us to the road we filmed on the previous film anyway. This bar here looks very pretty at night. Mr. Tippler grog shop. Now we'll go straight across here. Police car up ahead. Hopefully for nothing serious. That's nice. Well, if it wasn't for the bloody graffiti, that'd be very nice in there. Hopefully, well, looking at it, they're going to be back to paint it anyway. So, why do people do that though? It's their own homes and backyards. Why make them so messy? There's quite all these places here are being renovated. Hippies always welcome. I don't know what that was. Right, this guest house I want to investigate. Casa Mespilia. Not now though, but I've been meaning to get in touch with them because I want to. There's a thing in there. Anyway, it's a nice guest house in the heart of old Paphos, and it does very nice food apparently as well. Right, we'll end up going down there, but now that I'm here I really have to go and see Cafe Nero, not because of the coffee as such, I'm sure it's as nice as any other Cafe Nero, but because of the girl with the birds. But I don't think there are any birds left now, because they all got nicked. However, we'll go and say hello. It's a lovely viewpoint here. It's really sort of helps to symbolise the rejuvenation of the old town. Yeah, now it just looks as if she's begging, but when this statue was first made, she had a little bird in her hand, and there were 4 other little birds. The reason I'm not saying the artist's name is because I'm not very sure how to pronounce it. I don't want to make a pig's ear of it, but I'll put a little caption somewhere. Let's have a quick look at. There's the old Turkish baths down there. I think if you go on the walking tours that they do in old Paphos every Thursday, you get to see inside of them. I've been inside once when whoever is supposed to lock the doors forgot to and it was open. And I just happened to be walking past. At the time I didn't realise that they were normally locked, so otherwise I'd have taken more pictures. So I have to take my word for it. Inside there's not a lot to see, to be honest. They're a bit faded now, but those pictures you see on that walkway going up the stairs show the history of Paphos. I did do an article on it, so I'll stick a link somewhere and it'll explain it a bit more if the signs are a bit faded now. We'll pan across again. I was tempted to walk along those stones there, but it's probably asking for trouble. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's go inside the door. Right, we're now in a more industrial part of old Paphos. Well, up here we've got a little alleyway that takes us to that church that was on the other side of the new kids' playground. Look in there. When the buildings have been renovated, it makes a lot of difference. Obviously this one's still to come, but look at that. Compared to that. That's interesting. And another day I'd have a little wander through there, but I'm midway through this film as it is, so. This place wouldn't win any awards, this area. Must resist urge to explore. Got pins and needles in my hand now. Well, this is the second of the cinematography work. I mentioned him in the previous film. Have a look at that old building there. Be interested to come back in like so 2 or 3 years time to see what that looks like. So now I'm going to go into this church area and have a wander around that. It's changed quite a lot since I was last here. Trying to work out whether I can go various routes. I'm going to bother trying to open that because it's normally locked. Oh, okay, there's no one at the play area, so it's a good time to film it. Right. So yes, this used to be a square full of murals. think it was Street Art Square 2015, and since then it's been turned into this. Well, there used to be a wall there which is now gone. There used to be a little door there in the wall, no longer there. But if you're parents of a small child, you will much prefer this. I don't mean this shield, I mean this park. And these shades, which going by their bases, were probably installed by Shadeport. Yes, I can film it properly now. I think they've done a good job, and provided they keep it maintained, there's no reason why it can't look like that for a long time. Right, there's a big chunk of Old Town, which I won't show you, I've got it here now, on this film, because it's around the Muse area and the park there, which is still being developed, or renovated rather. I did fly my drone above the Muse recently, and the park has come on quite well. But there's another mural here. So basically I want to leave that for another film in the new year at some point. I think I'll make it up to the town hall now, because that'll be a nice recent place to end, and not 100 miles away from where I parked the car. Oh, there is one more cinematography piece here though, if I can actually, if it's still there. Judging by all this fencing, I'm not sure. I'm going to have a quick look. I hope it is, because it was one of the better ones. Yeah, still up. Now, I've got to be careful because it's difficult to film. Yeah, there's a big lorry coming as well. Ooh. From memory, that was the third one in the series. And it shows the Queen luring, or not luring, employing the girl in her palace. Now, if you can't remember the story, the Queen heard about this beautiful girl, employed her as a housemaiden or something, not thinking that the king might get the hots for her. One thing leads to another, and the Queen in a jealous way kills the girl, and the king kills the Queen. And the never stated moral of the story is that the king should have kept his pecker in his pants. He never gets blamed for it, but there you go. Titania shopping centre, built by Aristo developers. There's a little mini market in there apparently. I won't go in it now. I'm avoiding inside with this camera at the moment because it's not got the right settings. Have a quick look at the Roadworks here. What do they call it? Roadworks. It's just like road renovations. I do know that they put in a big tunnel all the way along down whether it's for sewage or cabling or not, I'm not sure, but it's a big job, whatever it is. A bit of cabling there. There's Kennedy Square from the other side, and the fountains. The fountains there. There used to be a little pancake place down there. It seems to have closed down, which is a shame. Really good place to go and just have a nice savoury pancake and listen to some of their music. Mind you, whenever we went in there, we were pretty much the only customers. So something like closed down. Right, we're at, I can't remember the name of it, I'll just call it the Town Hall Square. They got the Nativity Scene here. October the 28th Square, that's it. I knew it was October something, but I didn't want to get it wrong. And there's the town hall. I think that's that's a school of some description. That's where I parked the car. And that is the old police station. That's getting renovated as well, and the entire interior is being stripped, but they have to keep the facade. Oh, I'll end over here actually, because there's some old catacombs. Right, so I was here a couple of years ago filming this, and I had a very long selfie stick and a 360 camera, which I was able to stick down there to get views of the interior. And there's a policeman in a little police box over there, no longer there. He'd seen me doing this with this long stick and told me to wait there. So I waited there for about 10 minutes, and two people from the local museum came over. They had a key and they opened it, and I thought, oh, they're going to show me around, I'll get a proper tour inside. But what had happened was the policeman had assumed that I'd dropped something down there and was using a long stick to try and get it out. So these two people were there, not very impressed with me, has to be said, and they wouldn't let me down there with them. But it was all good fun. No entry, there's a big no entry sign up there, so I'm not going in. I tend to obey signs when I see them. Plus it all looks boarded up pretty much anyway. I went in there once when our car was broken into a good few years ago, and I remember at the time thinking that it was an incredible fire risk because everything seems to be made of wood. So, oh god, it's muddy here. That was part 2 of our Old Town tour. In part 3 we'll do the Muse area, but that won't be for a while because, oh, my feet. I want them to finish the park first, but hope you enjoyed that. Bye.